Monday. The reason it took me so long to check back in is because I tell you something. The reason I haven't been posting as much is because I have just really been busy. Hold on right quick. So I just haven't had a chance to post, but I've been really good. Hold on, let me do this right quick. So, whew. All right, so this is like a part two. This is a part two from where I started earlier today. And I just can't, I'm going to give you guys a synopsis of where we ended on part one. And I'm going to come back and finish up part two. And basically, if you missed part one, I might post the live replay on the live section. But basically what we were talking about this afternoon was, I was talking about the Atlanta real estate market. And basically I was breaking down how people are buying and selling real estate every day. And I also was breaking down to everybody that we are in a space where in the Atlanta market, the single family homes, we are the number 2 state in the United States that there are institutional investors looking to purchase single family homes. And Georgia is the number 2 state. That means that there are people that see value in our properties, right? There is people that see value in investing in the metro Atlanta area. And the people from Wall Street, they are the ones investing in the metro Atlanta area. And when they come and push everything out and they buy these properties cash, they're only going to rent them out. They are not going to sell them to you. So I was also talking about, so then I was just basically explaining that I've sold about $5 million in real estate this year, and we're only 60 days into the year. I have another closing tomorrow. I have 2 more closings the first week in March. I could keep going on and on and on. But what I'm trying to say is people are buying real estate every day. The only real estate market, the part of our market that is not moving as fast is going to be the attached homes, townhomes and condos, which were built and initially made for younger generation and younger people that are buying their first home normally would get a townhome or a condo. And I was saying that after I did my assessment, what I realized is Generation Z. See, I'm a millennial, but the generation after us, which is Generation Z, that generation first is getting too much information. So because they're getting so much information, they are not seeing the value of a home ownership. So the people that used to be the first time buyers that will buy the townhomes and the condos, those homes are sitting longer on the market in the metro Atlanta area, as well as across the United States. Hey, Ariane, it's closing. So what I said was back in my day, y'all, I come from the MySpace era, okay? I told you I am very grown. Thank God for water and every treatment that I do to keep me looking youthful. But I am grown, and I come from a space where it was MySpace. And contrary to popular belief, I did not even have a public page. I had a private page. I was just born in an era where you just didn't post everything. So basically, my conclusion was there's so much information now that it becomes misinformation. So you guys have so much information at your fingertips. You could get on Google. You can use artificial intelligence. You can go on YouTube and watch. You could go on YouTube and watch tons and tons of videos, and you can research anything you want to research to actually support your theory. And what I was saying was that every single person on this internet, and I got to say this, and I just don't have a better way to say it, every person on this internet has an objective. And everybody is trying to steer you to believe in their beliefs for their objective, whatever that is, right? So what is my objective? When I get on the internet, I'm clearly showing you guys that I help people purchase and sell real estate. So I'm showing you my value as a real estate professional. That is my objective, right? Of course, I believe in the power of home ownership. I shared in the first live, and I'm going to lead into the to the life insurance. I shared in the first live that me selling my first townhome, me and my husband made about $150,000 on that sale, and I used that money as seed money to launch WRC Development, which is a 6-figure company, well on its way to be a 7-figure company. And that is the development portion of our business where we build houses to sell. And if I never would have bought my first house, I would not have received that seed money from that first home purchase to launch this department of my business. So what I was talking about is everybody has an objective. And because everybody has an objective and everybody has an opinion, and now anybody can start a podcast, anybody can get a ring light and be an expert on anything without showing you guys any proof of any work that they've done to become an expert. People can Google fields, never show you one sale, never show you one thing that they actually did, but you trust them because they sound intelligent, but you do not have any proof that they did the work that they said that they did to give you the advice that they are giving. And it's what's important. Let me tell you why that's important. You know why I post my sales? Because I don't have to post them. At this point in my career, people know I'm closing deals. I post my closings because I never want someone to say, Quiana is just talking. My numbers are real. My clients are real. My expertise is real. And it's not coming from a Google search. It is coming from experience. I'm in a place in my career where I feel like I have almost 300 closings, and I am this close to closing 100 million in sales and career sales. I should be able to have that I'm going to probably have 100 million in career sales in about a month or two. Now, I say that to say this. You will find anything on the internet that you need to find to support whatever it is you want to support. But it is misinformation if you are not taking the guidance of a professional. Now, let me tell you how that works for me. I have so let me give you an example of how me, myself, an educated woman, received so much misinformation that it almost made me change something in my business. Drop a gem if you want to hear the story about my term life insurance versus the whole life insurance. Felix, thank you for the love. Felix said, Quiana, whether they admit it or not, you are doing your thing. DMS Seafood, thank you so much for the love. I've been meaning to come see you and get me some crab legs. Crab legs are my favorite. So drop a gem. Let me tell you guys how I, a professional, was almost got misguided based on getting too much information. So when me and my husband first got married, we bought term life insurance, really high policy term life insurance. Then as about 4 years ago, I started hearing about whole life insurance, and my girlfriend sells whole life insurance. They talked about the benefits of whole life insurance. So I invested in whole life insurance. So this year I'm really big on keeping my budget. I'm really big on just monitoring my expenses. I monitored my expenses last year, but this year I'm really monitoring my expenses and the return on value on things that I'm getting. So I started looking. I was on YouTube one night and it said whole life insurance is a scam. So I said, let me research this. I watched 2 hours of footage on YouTube that basically told me that I was wasting my time and my money by having a whole life insurance policy. Because I just kept searching whole life insurance scam, stuff like that. So all that came up was a bunch of videos that were basically saying how whole life insurance was a scam. I'm forgetting that I read an entire book called Build Tax-Free Wealth by Using Life Insurance. But mentally, I'm so in this rabbit hole of information, because when you get information from everywhere, what happens? If you get information from everywhere, it causes misinformation. So the next day I wake up and I say, whole life insurance is a scam. I'm going to call my insurance provider and cancel this policy, because I'm going to tell you, I got my policy about 4 or 5 years ago. You guys know I'm grown, like I said. So my policy for whole insurance is actually a little bit more than $1,000 a month. So I'm thinking, let me just get another term insurance policy, which is going to be a couple of hundred, and get rid of this policy, because the internet told me that whole insurance was a scam. Until she started showing me the cash value of my policy, because whole insurance actually becomes like a bank for you. And I'm not a financial advisor. I just talk to financial advisors, and I also am a part of a group of people that are financial advisors. And when I finally broke it down, I said, YouTube had me convinced I was wasting my money. Thank God I called the expert financial advisor, who broke down to me how important it was for me to keep this policy and to eventually roll my term life insurance policy into a whole life insurance policy. But listen, if I had only listened to the YouTube videos, I would have made a grave mistake. Had I only listened to the YouTube videos, because the YouTube videos are not experts. The YouTube videos are not experts about my financial situation, because I almost went down the rabbit hole, because there is free information everywhere. But free game is not free. Are you with me? Free game is not free. People are taking their content to YouTube because YouTube will monetize your channel and they will pay you to speak your opinion. Instagram is trying to monetize our channel so they can pay us to speak our opinions. But your opinion is not fact if it's not coming from an expert. The same way you guys can Google real estate, and you can watch a video that's going to tell you that the real estate market is about to crash, and you're going to wait for some big foreclosure crisis to happen. And when it finally does happen, you're going to get this crazy deal. Hey, Jessica, my boo. That is not an expert opinion. That is someone just telling you their opinion. It doesn't make it a fact. Have you seen them close a deal? Have you seen them close the real estate deal that they said that you're going to get? Are they currently shopping in this market? Have they ever bought a house? You have people giving you guys advice about home ownership that don't even own a house themselves. But I'm going to sip my tea on that. But you guys will listen to all this misinformation before you pick up the phone, text or call any real estate professional. And it don't even got to be me. I have 43 agents at Watson Realty Co. It could be anybody at Watson Realty Co. for the state of Georgia. It could be an agent in any state. But instead of you guys calling an expert, you're going to go down the rabbit hole and get on YouTube, and YouTube is going to tell you that buying a house is not a great investment, and you're